we're live on the Scandinavian Corner, the podcast spin-off from the Corner, and today we got Patrick on again as the co-host, and today we are going to test out a new thing. We're going to test out. Patrick is having voice meter on, and I'm having a pop filter on to filter out all those damn plosive sounds. But yeah, hello Patrick.
Hello Troy, it's been a long time since the last time you recorded. Well, actually it hasn't because we recorded just yesterday. But yeah, man, like I actually had voice meter on the last time we also recorded.
Okay.
But like I feel like I can hear a little bit of a difference, but I guess it's dependent on like what kind of mic you got and how it reacts and stuff, right, to it.
Yeah.
And also, you know, like when I got my Blue Yeti, I didn't even get a phone cap in the box, which I'm sorry to say, Blue Yeti, but kind of fucking cheap. You know, when you're paying considering you're paying over €100 for a damn microphone and you can't even spare a 10-cent cap in the box.
Especially when you think about it, I bought my studio mic for $50. Granted, it was set down from $75 to $50. But they included both a studio arm, a pop filter, and a cap.
Yeah, and you know what? That's called service.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But I'm noticing with like a lot of these like tech things, the service is greatly varying, because for instance, I remember some years back, I bought this Astro A50 headset. That was in Norway though, so it was like a more than a few years back, but still, this fucking thing, man, was like I don't know, $300. No, it has been like $350, $400 or something in Norway at the time, and I got it because like it was some discount deal and stuff from the warehouse I was working at the time. So I buy this.
It's $400 in Denmark on a Danish website.
Okay, like it might even have been more than at the time, but like Jesus Christ, and then the fucking thing breaks after 2 years. It stops working. Yeah, and you know, like, I know in Denmark the warranty is only 2 years, but in Norway it is actually 5. So I go to the store I bought it with, and you know, like they're just like trying to push their responsibility away and say, hey man, you gotta take this up with Astro. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I got to take this up with Astro. So I start calling, and then they tell me to write a mail. So I'm like writing a mail to Astro in the UK, right? And this is a long ass response, you know, between me and them, you know, like saying that, you know,
like a correspondence with them.
Yeah. And like, you know, like they're refusing to do anything and blah, 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 because, hey man, like, you know, like we're in the UK and here the warranty is only 1 year. And I'm trying to say, well, you know, like it doesn't matter that you're in the UK because I didn't buy the headset in the UK. I bought the fucking headset in Norway where the warranty is 5 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, man, like this was like months of like correspondences between them, and I eventually go back to the store. I show them the mails and stuff, right, with it, and I'm like saying, you know, I want something, you know. Don't fucking care. I want something. I want some money back. I want a gift card. I want some type of like restitution for this, right? Or else I will go. or else I will go further. You know how you in Denmark have something similar called Forbrukerrådet or something, right?
The consumer advisors or something like that, where you can complain about mistreated products or like products that have been where the seller has made a mistake.
Yes, and they will pay the cost of a trial if
the cost of the customer.
The cost, the price for the customer and to go to trial and lawyer and all that, if they feel like there is a case, right? And this was definitely a case because they were breaking the damn law, right? Yeah. When you're buying, and like if it had been a headset that had been like $50 or something, I would maybe have like thought, okay, then screw it, because then they could have argued, well, can you expect it to last longer than that? No, you can't. But for a headset for like $400, you gotta expect that shit's gonna last longer than 2 years.
Definitely, and also like with like I don't know how good the microphone was, because that was what we were talking about at the beginning here. Like how good was the microphone in the headset?
I guess like it was all right, but like in hindsight, I'm like still not thinking that it was $400 worth.
Because that's another thing I want to bring up here, because microphones on headsets are nowhere near. It doesn't matter how expensive the headset is. The microphones on them are never anywhere near any sort of studio mic that you would buy separately. Like even my cheap studio mic from Komplett is for $75 worth, is still better than the most expensive microphone on a headset because of the size.
And I have a theory on it, because of the size, because it's always so small, right? And they have to focus, the resources that they are making it with for the sound in the headset. So I don't know. Like I don't feel like they're spending a hell of a lot of money developing the microphones in headsets.
That's why I've already long ago I've made myself the rule that I always buy headsets and microphones separately. So like whenever I need a new microphone, I will always buy a studio mic and then a headset, preferably without the microphone. I mean, this headset I have on right now, Turtle Beach, actually has a microphone, but I never use it because it's crap compared to the studio mic.
Yeah, same with mine. I recently got like a new one, a Star Wars Razer Star Wars headset with a microphone, but that's also crap compared to the Yeti.
Yeah, with a cord or battery driven?
Cord, man. I listen to your advice, because with a battery, because like even though it says that the battery length is like 7 hours or 10 hours or 15 hours or whatever bullshit they claim will last, that might be true in the beginning on a very low volume, right? So eventually, shortly after you buy one, you will most likely end up having the damn charger cable in the headset 50% of the time you're using it, right?
Yeah, you always seem to have problems with battery-driven headsets, like they beeping. That's what I at least remember from your old one. You were always having the beeping in the background, and then it lags and falls out. So like pretty much all my external equipment from my computer is with a cord, like both a mouse, a keyboard, microphone, and the headset.
Another thing with like battery-driven headsets is that you also have to wait for it to connect to the computer software to recognize it. Yeah. While with a cord, like I was like just thinking about this before I went on the line with you today, that with a cord it's like, holy shit, man, the sound is just there. You just turn on the
exactly.
computer and the sound's there. You don't have to wait for nothing.
Yeah.
So
the only thing I actually prefer without a cord is my Bluetooth headset that I use when I'm outside for running. But that's mainly because I hate when I run and then the cord gets tangled and shit. There I prefer much more to have hands free at all cost. And I like my M-Pow Cheetah, which is Chinese, but it's still pretty. It's still the best Bluetooth headset I've ever had. Not this is not promotion for it in any way, but it is. It certainly is a good one to use.
Yeah, for sure, man. And, just want to like wrap up the story that it ended with that they said it ended with that the store said you know what, all right, we can't give you the money back, but we can give you like a gift card for I don't know, like what we agreed on, $250 or $300, whatever it was. It wasn't the full cost of the headset, right? But it was good enough for me because they showed some will to do something, right? And then all they wanted to do was to keep the broken headset to see if they could fix it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that was that.
That was a good deal, I guess. So they did come through eventually.
They did come through. Like they did hassle me a little bit. They did hassle me a little bit though with it, because shortly after this I moved to Denmark, right? And then like I start getting mails from them that like I have to send the fucking charger unit or something for the headset. and I'm like, what the fuck? What are you ever going? What are you even going to use it for, right? Yeah. and then it was like, you know, kind of like, never mind that, you just have to send the charger unit. So, you know, like I sent them the charger unit. I was like, fuck it. But still, like they got through it, and the cost for that was like minimal, since it wasn't. It didn't weigh that much, maybe like 50 grams or something, right? Yeah. So that was the end of the story, and they gave me a gift card, and then I was able to get something else from the store instead, right? And I think I got a keyboard or something from it, because I thought that, you know, I'm done buying headsets from these guys. Yeah.
It seems to have a happy end after all, and it just goes to show what customer service should look like in 2021 and in the future as well.
It should, but still, man, you shouldn't have to go to the length of threatening with a damn lawsuit to get what you want.
No. They should have given you that gift card way sooner already.
They should have just given it from the get-go, right? And just listen to me when I said that this shit ain't working. It is not me. It is a factory error, and it's a piece of shit headset. And you know, like this is also like something which I think like is the dark side of commercials, because what makes a good headset, right? What makes a headset like this worth $400? But if you dive deep into this, you will find out that these companies are spending millions upon millions to ads. To fucking ads, you know, which is like, you know, like,
because a lot of modern product design or like a product like selling is ad and marketing, like marketing and advertising.
And it's crazy, you know, like, and I see the commercials. I don't remember if it was during the Super Bowl or if it was just on local TV here or something, right? It is just some crazy amp up commercial for Logitech or whatever else is out there, right? And then you're sitting there at the end of the commercial and you're like thinking like, what the fuck did this commercial even have to do with a headset?
Yeah.
Because it would have been it would have been like in like amp up commercial with somebody driving, running, doing some crazy shit, some blue lightning, some fancy stuff, some smoke.
Wow.
And you're as the viewer receiving this are supposed to think like, wow, drooling, I need to get something from that brand. Right? And, you know, like
sitting there with your fries in one hand and your soda in the other, and taking a bite from your soda and drinking your fries, while you're mesmerized by this thing.
Yeah, man, so when I was like watching this, I was like thinking like, wow, I'm glad I almost never ever watch regular TV. Because whenever I watch TV shows or movies, it's usually on Netflix or HBO, where there is no commercials.
Yeah.
You don't have this shit to blind you with. And same when I'm like choosing a radio station to listen to in the car via my app, then I always choose like one of these internet radio stations that don't run commercials, because I try to actively distance myself from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get influenced. I don't want to get influenced or brainwashed into buying some bullshit for $200 that I don't need.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes completely sense. But let's move it along here to like talk about some of the other, because this is turning out to be a little bit about of a technical episode again. And we've done one before on microphones and sound. So you guys can go over to the main channel and listen to that one. I think it was when was it? Was it in April 2020 or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah, something.
It was like almost a year ago. So check that one out. We got a lot of insights there, and I believe that was also one of our first live action like webcam episodes. So definitely go check that one out. But I thought I've written up here a list here of other topics that we could just touch base on in this tech episode. Just elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah, just go for it, man.
Like we have keyboards, for instance. What have you preferred through your time?
Like keyboards on computers.
Yeah, on computers. That seems the most obvious right now.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I don't know why I asked like
yeah. No, like you have the keyboards on phone screens as well, but that's kind of like already a given within the software.
Yeah, it is. Like I really like mechanical keyboards, because like it gives you the feeling of typing on the typewriter, and the buttons are like really easy, so you can like write really fast. But it's a huge downside if you're living with anyone, because they will feel like you're the most annoying person in the world. And if you're playing with one, you will also be the most annoying person in the world if you are having a voice activated microphone settings, because it will sound like you're clicking or eating something constantly, right? So that's the downside to it. But
on the other hand, if you have a regular keyboard which just has a soft touch, then they often don't last as long. So that's where I actually have where I really like my keyboard very much, which is a semi-mechanical keyboard, where you have that. I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear it a little bit right now.
Yeah, I can hear it. That's
usually
mechanical.
I try to tone it down because it's a little bit annoying to hear while we're doing these podcasts. But now I can just demonstrate how it sounds like when I touch real close.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting, man. That is.
So you can hear the mechanical a little bit, but since it's just semi-mechanical, it's not as obvious. It's not as pungent as a mechanical keyboard would be, but you still have the toughness of the keys. So this keyboard I've had for like almost 2 years actually. I bought it on discount as well. It was $50 bucks, and I got it for $20 actually. And it's I don't actually know. It's a CXT keyboard. Not again. No, anything that we talk about in this episode is not promoted in any way.
You want to ask me like what kind of keyboard I'm using right now?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just to compare.
Because that's a fucking interesting question. Because I'm using a 20-year-old Dell keyboard. Yeah. That's right, motherfuckers. Because the other keyboards
mechanical
I have,
or semi-mechanical?
No, this is just regular keyboard. Because like I had a mechanical keyboard, but it kind of went to shit after my girlfriend spilled a cup of coffee over it.
Oh wow, that's really not what you want. Oh, no, man.
Actually,
that's one of those awkward situations where you're sitting there on a Friday afternoon and you actually are glad to be spending your time with your girlfriend, but at the same time you're like, why did you ruin my keyboard?
Yeah. Like what happened was that. Hold on a little bit. I gotta like think about this. Just keep it going for.
Yeah.
So like what happened was that my girlfriend was having her hairdryer on aiming her hairdryer at me for doing something funny, and then I spilled my coffee because the hairdryer hit the coffee and it was all over my mechanical keyboard.
Yeah. Wow.
So that was kind of like rest in pieces for my $100 Razer mechanical keyboard.
Did you bury it as well?
No, I did the environmentally friendly thing, and I went to the dump and I put it in the electronics container.
Probably good. You shouldn't bury a keyboard's case.
No. So what I now have though is like this 20-year-old Dell keyboard that ain't even fucking mine. Because like I had like a LAN party or something when I was 15 or 16, right?
Yeah.
And one of my friends at the time brought it over, who later became a freaking drug dealer, but that's another story.
For another podcast.
So he left that there, like, and I asked him like, you want it back, and he was like, nah, fuck it, man, just keep it. It's just a crap Dell keyboard. So here I am, like, using the very same keyboard 20 years later with cigarette burn marks in it, some nasty stuff, and some missing buttons.
For 20 years, that actually kind of just steps on my point before with the semi-mechanical keyboards. They last longer than soft touch. That apparently, I mean, it all comes down to how you treat them, I guess. And I guess this one wasn't even treated that well. No,
burn
marks and shit on it. So I guess that's just an advocation for Dell, really.
That they make shit that's built to last.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Like that's longer than my mouse, man. My mouse is also a 10-year-old Razer. But
it still works. It still works.
I've never had any problems with it. It is running as smoothly as the day I got it. To be honest, it is.
Wow.
It's just amazing how good quality that is, Razer.
Yeah, that's a testament to good quality. I also
with cord, of course, with cord, Razer mouse with cord.
My headset is also Razer, and I hope that you're right, man, because it's the first time that I have. Well, let's see, man. Like my mechanical keyboard was also Razer, but I didn't get the chance to see if it would last that long.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Something they can figure out to build some things that last, and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure. But yeah, like back to the original question, I definitely would prefer a mechanical keyboard. if it was only me, and you would be able to that. Like if I were a writer, 100% I would use a mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, definitely, because you get into that feeling that we talked about on the last episode. You really feel like Ernest Hemingway sitting. I'm sorry, I'm just keep talking while he discusses with his girlfriend there. No, like when you have a mechanical keyboard, you feel like Ernest Hemingway sitting there with his scotch in one hand and his typewriter, and then you just sit there and you hit the keys like this, and it goes. It's a writer's experience like that.
I mean, you get into the zone.
So just for that reason, I would also buy the mechanical.
You get into the zone of feeling like a writer, and that's epic. That's epic.
But it all depends on the situation, what you are doing. For writing, yes, mechanical would be best. For podcasting, soft touch is actually better because the key sounds don't interfere with the recording. So yeah, like it all depends on the situation, man. Like now we have 4 minutes left, I think, until half an hour. So let's just end it on half an hour. But before that happens, we can talk a little bit about webcams, and maybe screens, and then we'll maybe save PC and on the insides for some later episodes.
I don't know if we can make it to screens. I mean, there's only 4 minutes left.
Yeah, we'll just talk about webcams then. So let's start with your webcam, man. What's that? What brand is it?
That's a Logitech HD 720p, and it's called. Let me take a look at it, and it's called just autofocus HD 720p Logitech autofocus. It's not the greatest cam in the world, and I'm because it's only 720, it doesn't go up to 1080 or something. But I've been thinking about that recently. That if we're going to keep making, or once in a while make these live action podcast episodes, I might upgrade that. I might spend a little more than what I spent on this when I bought it. Because when I bought this, it was just to have a damn webcam, right?
Yeah.
Not something that I was planning on producing anything with.
No, yeah. But the same for me. But I've been happy about my Logitech webcam as well. I think it might not be as expensive. Mine is the similar to the webcam Logitech C270 720 pixel 3MP-X.
Yeah, I think that's what I got. I can't really see on the webcam what it is, and I don't want to push any buttons on my computer because I might accidentally hit a hotkey that stops the recording.
Yeah. But it could be that one. But I've
actually been
very happy with that because it's easy to put on your screen and make it stick or make it really tight to the screen so that it doesn't
they have nailed that one, Logitech.
Yeah. And the resolution is obviously 720 pixels, so that's also not too bad. So as long as there's enough lighting, at least, and it's okay.
The only thing Logitech hasn't nailed is wireless headsets and wireless mouses. Those. I don't know. I understand. I understand the pull towards them because wireless, less cords, But
I had a Logitech headset that only lasted for a year before it broke. I mean, literally, it cracked. So
was that the wireless one?
No, that was actually with cord. But yeah, again, that just testament to what you said that they really didn't nail it didn't really exactly come through on the headset front.
No, they didn't.
But on the webcam front, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Still not paid promotion.
I don't know how Razer and these other gaming brands are doing on webcams. But I feel I feel like that's something that we should explore in another episode, where we can do some research on like how they are doing and reviews and stuff, as we are both definitely not rich enough to go out and buy 50 different webcams
and experiment with it ourselves.
Yeah.
Even if I was a millionaire, I don't think I would even be doing it then. I would still just want to just read up on things rather than just go out and fucking do consumer spray, if you will.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But yeah, we have just reached the half-hour mark. So I think any final thoughts?
No, I've no final thoughts. I'll just end it on 3110. Remember to like, share, and subscribe both the channels for Alexander Trustrup and The Corner. Alright, folks. Peace out. Ending it on 3115 precisely. Today is February 24th.
So, yeah, thanks for tuning in to this third episode of the Scandinavian Corner. I hope you liked it. Our little talk here about some of the technology of our time with regards to PCs. We mainly talked about webcams and keyboards, and in the beginning, of course, headsets and microphones. So I hope you liked it, and remember to leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you want to. And see you in the next one. Peace out.